Support for Just Seen It comes from Warner Archive Instant. Streaming hard-to-find movies and TV shows direct from the studio at WarnerArchiveInstant.com. A crew of astronauts travel to Jupiter's icy moon. But as they seek signs of life, something goes very wrong. Their mission becomes a battle for their lives in Europa Report.
Hi, I'm Kevin.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Sean, and we're here to grade the new sci-fi film Europa Report. We've all just seen it. It'll be like our Europa Report card.
Oh, good one, Sean.
Who wants to start?
Europa Report is an instant sci-fi classic. It is a brilliant film, awe-inspiring, breathtaking, beautiful, gripping, intense, and challenging that stands alongside sci-fi classics like 2001: A Space Odyssey, Star Wars, Blade Runner, The Matrix is one of the best sci-fi movies ever made.
I liked it. I did like it a lot, but I did feel it was a little reductive of other films. I mean, nothing that happened totally surprised me. The screenwriter Philip Gillot worked with NASA. He was inspired by the fact that we discovered lake beds on Europa, and thus, his idea was born. And I think that's really interesting, and he used real science. And that is what I really like about the movie, and I do like this movie. I just don't think it's that surprising.
I'm more with Kevin. I liked it. I thought it was a good genre entry. This is really a found footage film, and I'm never really on board with found footage films. I always call into question exactly why we're viewing what we're viewing at a certain time, and there are elements of this film that don't work like other found footage films do. We've got cameras that are placed just about everywhere. It seems like all the budget of this film was spent on cameras because they're conveniently placed wherever you want to see action, it's there. But cinematically, it uses those elements to its advantage. It's a very suspenseful picture. It does bring up a lot of interesting scientific issues.
Never before have I seen a movie that depicts deep space travel as plausible and as believable as this movie. The movie's told in a non-linear structure because you're using found footage while scientists on Earth, played by Emmett Davids and Dan Fogler, are recounting the mission with a mixture of pride and bittersweet regret because of what eventually happens.
The cast helps add to the realism of this picture. We have some newcomers that we've never seen before and a couple of familiar faces. Michael Nyqvist, who was in the Millennium series in Sweden, The Girl with Dragon Tattoo, and its sequels, and Sharlto Copley, who was in District 9 and the A-Team film.
Yes, the cast is an uncomplicated international cast, works more as an ensemble, which is really nice to see.
You have one astronaut, Sharlto Copley, who's out in space, but every day all he's doing is thinking about when he's going to get home to see his family. Right. Then you have Carolina Wydra, who is so inspired and so driven by the potential for discovery of life beyond the Earth in our solar system that she loses sight of the dangers that go along with space travel. Then Michael Nyqvist, he's the space vet. He logged hundreds of hours in space, and he's the most emotionally detached of the bunch, which is an interesting, ironic twist on the cast. But collectively, they embody the whole human experience of what space travel is.
James, listen to me. His oxygen level is redlining. Get him back inside the ship.
Okay. I'm coming in. Stop. Don't go in. Something on your suit. It's hydrazine.
Guys, we got a problem. I got hydrazine on my suit.
That being said, it is not really a performance-driven picture. Right. It's about the mission. It's about sort of this found footage aspect. And yes, the actors are just professional enough that they fill these roles quite nicely, but it's not an actor's movie per se.
Film is directed by Sebastian Cordero, an Ecuadorian filmmaker. I think he puts so much unbearable tension in here that even just watching it at home on demand, I felt the tension, and if something takes place in space or underwater, I don't breathe for like the hour and a half that it's on.
And the film acknowledges its predecessors. I mean, 2010 and 2001 have gone over this idea that there could be life on Europa. We've thought that for a long time because of the icy surface.
Eugenio Caballero did the production design, and it was so detailed that I actually sat there just kind of marveling at little things that they did, and I don't even understand how you figure out what's supposed to go where on a space station.
This is obviously a low-budget film, but it just looks so top dollar.
There's going to be a segment of the audience that's going to be disappointed because there is no big like reveal at the end. There is. There is and there isn't, because when I saw it, I was like, okay, yeah, that's what I expected. They've kind of shown it already, so.
But it doesn't have a Hollywood ending.
No, and I appreciated that, but I do think there is an audience that's going to go at the end.
I mean, it's not a horror film.
Right.
Which I'm wondering if people will go into it thinking that it is.
Right.
It's not. It's a sci-fi movie that explores the idea of extraterrestrial life. Europa Report isn't a perfect sci-fi vehicle, but it's suspenseful enough to please fans of the genre. See it.
Audiences looking for a monster alien hybrid movie are going to be disappointed, but science fiction fans and open-minded audiences, I think, are really going to love it because it's super suspenseful. So I say see it.
Europa Report is an instant sci-fi classic, trailblazing and breathtaking. See it. Yeah.
Cheers.
Bring on Chevy Chase.
Good thing we got Europa into seeing that one, right?
Europa Report is a masterpiece that stands along sci-fi classics like 2001, Star Wars, and Blade Runner.
Okay, fanboy.
Support for Just Seen It comes from Warner Archive Instant. Streaming hard-to-find movies and TV shows direct from the studio at WarnerArchiveInstant.com.